Hi, Scorpio. Welcome. Thanks so much for coming in. Let's do a reading for you for the month of July. See what we find out. Now, please only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Now use your intuition to help you decide what is for you and what isn't. So if you would like to, please check out your other placements for a more complete picture, or if this reading doesn't resonate with you. Okay, your overall energy is Judgment, which is very, very nice. This is where you are leaving something behind to rise up to something that is right for you, that you feel is, in your best interest, something you desire. Okay, your challenge or opportunity is the Knight of Pentacles. And this is taking action, going towards this goal. Now, it is a slow-moving energy, and it's saying you need to be accurate. You need to get all your T's crossed, all your I's dotted, so don't miss anything. Okay? It's an important thing to do, to be accurate here. What is your truth? What's accurate for you? Okay? Now, let's see what your past is. Okay. Challenges. This is where something was bothering you to the point of distress, where it was hard to focus on anything other than this challenging energy. And now, mind you, these were your thoughts. They could have been brought on by an external source, solely by you, or a combination. But this is a hard energy, all right? And so that would definitely explain the desire to rise up to a new beginning and being so thorough, because you want to make for sure that whatever caused this is gone. All right. Now, your thoughts on this have to do with you going in and finding your enlightenment. And for me, it's like traveling up this mountain or this steep hill, finding all the clues, all of everything that led you into this energy, and how to find the way up and out, right? So this is where you are finding your enlightenment, and it is a process. Okay, let's see what your strength is. Beautiful. Your strength is a magician. And so this is letting you know that you have everything you need with you and within you to create the reality that you want. It's a wonderful energy. It's like having all the aces and you being in control of that. So you couldn't ask for a better strength here. Very, very strong, powerful energy. So I see no issue really at all on how you get out of this, or how you did get out of this and into this. It's by you bringing it into being. Okay. Now let's take a look at your future. Okay, your future is talking about you working on this, putting in the time, the effort to learn how and to put into action and master this. This tends to be a successful energy. So this is you doing what you need to do to figure this out and create the change. All right, now how to go forward is definitely by getting out of this energy. This is an energy of you feeling like you're left out in the cold. And so this kind of goes in with this to me. here, thoughts and emotions, just like this, and it could be brought on by yourself, just your thoughts. It could have an external source. It could be both external and internal, but this is definitely out of balance. And so the way to go forward is to take that key and unlock that door and get out of this energy. Okay? So how to go forward is freeing yourself from any of those thoughts and emotions that are bringing in challenging energies. Now what you do see, which is wonderful here, you see this unconditional love. And it can be for another. But what I'm feeling from all these cards, it's unconditional love for yourself. What you don't see is that you have all the power that you need to create this change. The Emperor is extremely powerful. He sees what's going on, evaluates it, potentially makes a plan, puts it into action to bring in the results that he wants. And he is always on the ready. He's also very caring and kind. So you don't see that you have this, but you do. It's within you. And when the time is right, you'll be able to see it emerge. The outcome. And what I feel about this is talking about a broken heart. And you see here it's in the clouds. So this can be a broken heart. It could be confusion. It could be both. But what I feel is this is saying the outcome is you getting out of these challenging energies because you have the strength to do it and you have the power to do it. And here, this is what you want. And I feel what you're working for is gaining the enlightenment on what you need to do. Okay? And to show you at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords. This is you leaving where you've been to go for calmer, happier waters. And I'm going to put this, can you see if I put it right there? Yeah. So while this looks challenging, like I said, I feel like it's saying you're getting out of this. And at the bottom of the deck is so you can go for your happiness. Okay, let's take some clarifying cards. And your strength here is wonderful. But it's also letting you know that you are creating your reality. So that includes even the challenging side, right? Here's the challenge, here's a challenge. This potentially is a challenge, but I think it's saying you're getting out of that. So you have the power and do create these, even if some of it's from an external source. But you also have the power to create what is beautiful. Okay, let's get a card for the Nine of Swords. All right. This is saying that what you want or wanted is here for you. You have to take action in order to get it. But it's here. The happiness that you want is here. But you can't just stay in this challenging energy and expect it to just magically change. You have to take the action. And it looks like you have been. Because here, you're going in to find the enlightenment. Your overall energy is creating that change out of the challenge and into where you truly want to be. And your strength is powerful. Okay, let's get a card for the Five of Pentacles. Another wonderful energy. Getting out. Okay, this is what you do see, right? Getting out of this and the wheel of fortune turning in your favor. And I believe that is because you are putting in the effort that it takes and being thorough. Now for the Three of Swords. Yeah, I was right. Here, you're putting an end to it. This is the world. And what it's saying is you're putting an end to that chapter. It's not just a little thing. It is an entire chapter of your life. And it can oftentimes have had its challenges. And you can see where this has had its challenges. You see the hurt. You know the hurt was there. And you're working your way through and out of the hurt and into something beautiful. So yeah, your outcome is getting out of the challenges, creating this new beginning where the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. What you want is here for you, and you are going for it. Now, when the time is right, you're going to see this strength. And what's coming to me is, instead of it being just like flap, right there, just flash, here you are. I think it is a slow moving energy where it is a gradual realization that you have all the power you need. The strength and the ability to make decisions. All this, I think, is kind of slowly coming in. And the end result is wonderful. Okay? Let's see. I think that's all we need to take as far as clarifying cards. Let's see what the Oracle would like to share. We're going to get a few moonologies here, and then a few spirit animals. A personal issue, issue reaches resolution. Definitely. You can see that in this reading. Whatever this problem is and has been is going to be gone. Have faith in your dreams. That will help, and it truly will. Having faith, knowing that you can create the change. Okay, let's get a few spirit animals. And this I love. It's at the top, and yellow backgrounds mean positivity. It's a positive card. So you have everything to create the change that you want. Sometimes life stings, the wasp spirit. So yeah, definitely, sometimes it does. Now it's what you do with that sting, right, that makes all the difference. And something that's not here, but it's worth mentioning. Everything we go through has value. You take the wisdom that you've learned and you keep that, and you remove the rest. If there's hurt, pain, whatever it is, you let that go. It won't serve you. But keeping the wisdom will. An example would be, how did you get in this challenging energy, right? You take the knowledge of how you got into it, or the wisdom of how you got into it and how you got out of it. But you don't let the emotional challenges sit with you and make you suffer. You let that go. You just keep the wisdom. That way you know if anything similar begins to come into your life again, you know what to do. Okay, here you go. The very best card in this deck, which seldomly comes out. Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Fantastic. And you see these sunflowers. They represent the sun. So This is filled with miracles, happiness, joy, laughter, love, abundance. So look at this. What a contrast from hurt into bliss. And to me, that's what this reading is saying. You're going from a painful time into a wonderful time. Okay? So, let's see what the universe would like to share. Scorpio, it's absolutely wonderful. Not the challenges, mind you, but the change out of them and into happiness. I do think, usually when I get something that is so different, almost opposite ends of the spectrum, it always makes me feel like it's important that you bring in balance. Okay? And, suffice to say, if this was balanced, you wouldn't be in this energy. Same here. Same there. Okay, let's take a look. Yes, choices. A decision to be made. And here, swords are logical. It's blindfolded. This person's blindfolded. So that's intuition. So that's the spiritual side, the heart side. So this is saying you are or did make the decision to remove yourself from this challenging energy and bring yourself into this very positive energy. And here you have the King of Wands. Wonderful energy. Very strong energy, okay? Very strong. And whatever it is that he desires, that he truly wants, he goes for it. And I think you can see that throughout here. You wanted and want to get out of the challenging energy. So there's great determination here. And you're going for it. Here, the Nine of Pentacles. This is you being very happy with your abundance. Oh, I meant this was supposed to come out because I was just getting ready to turn over the bottom of the deck. You have the Empress and the Emperor. These are the divine counterparts. So here, I've already described this energy. They are taking action, right? Going through the process and taking action. The Empress is all about the more feminine side, the receiving side. So she is getting the abundance, has the abundance, the happiness, the joy, the creativity. Wonderful, positive energies. And you put these two together, you have, it gives me chills, just awesome energy to create the change out of the challenges and into this wonderful happiness. Yet definitely the miracles are endless. So, like I said, you went through that for a reason, but it looks like it's done and over with. And now at the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Cups. This is you taking action, going for something that you love. So I'd say this is a perfect last card. Because this, you are going for your happiness in the calm waters, something you love. All right, let's get a few charms. Haven't done that in a while. Okay, here you have the Eiffel Tower. This is strong. It took time to build, but it's strong. And it is a beautiful energy. If you look up the history, it's quite interesting. But I feel like this is coming from you using your magic to transform out of the challenges and into this beautiful energy that's powerful. Here you have a planet with a star. And for me, what I'm seeing mostly is this circle. Like this was a cycle, right? Something happened that brought this on. And through your efforts, and it could be others' efforts as well, but through your efforts and belief and determination, you have completed this. And you have an angel, so this is letting you know that you are protected during this time and that the angels are here to help you. You also have the letter I. So I believe that is talking about you. I. If you think about that, you know, I am. I can. I do. I will. Stop and think about that. You know, put yourself there. I fill in the blanks. I will find my happiness. I will take action. I will see this through. But it can also talk about if there is a word, whether it be somebody's name that begins with I or a town or anything that means something special to you, then there's a special message here for you. How about I experience miracles endlessly? Thank you so much. I truly hope this helps, and have a wonderful month. It looks like a beautiful transformation. Much love. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.